離れた場所にいる最大4人までのプレイヤーと同時プレイが楽しめる。ワードセレクトシステムで言語の壁もクリア。インターネットを通じて全世界のプレイヤーと冒険しよう。もちろん一人プレイも OK。 ノンプレイヤブルキャラクターが主人公をサポートしてくれる。ネットワークゲーム新次元がここに。ファンタシースターオンライン12月21日発売。
Happy, joyful, downright ecstatic, hardly surprising with the Nintendo 64 and GoldenEye at only $99.98.
我が子の成長を見守る気持ちに結構近いかも。テレビの中でペットが育つ。頑張れ森川くん2号。プレイステーション。
なんとかなるさ。
許さない、絶対。ロールプレイングゲームサガフロンティア。
Wednesday is real.
ファイナルファンタジー8テーマソング。
Man, they always want me to watch these fucking Final Fantasy IX ads, I swear. This is set to pure random. I have thousands of commercials set up, but it's always Final Fantasy IX.
愛ですかね。
Oh,
ヤルドラ第3弾サンパギータ。
すごいストーリーね。
プレイステーション。
that was just creepy. I don't know what the hell that was. I think I heard people screaming. I'm doing alright. I'm just, I haven't been sleeping too well the last few days. It's mostly my fault. I've been getting too excited about programming ideas and other stuff, and then I just, I don't sleep. I work on my computer, and then yeah, that's it. So, in the interest of actually sleeping tonight, I am not going to sleep right now, and I'm going to stream while I try to doodle. I don't know how well it's going to go. Probably not well, if I'm being realistic. But, I'll give it the old college try, because why not? I'm like turning on some things in the background here to get some things all ready to go. I almost fell asleep in my chair right before I turned the stream on. Need to get my trans girl programmer socks. I have trans girl programmer socks. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I got mine a few years ago. They're real. I own them. I don't wear them that much, mostly because I don't like really wearing long socks. But I do have them. I have worn them. Whoa. All this cool stuff happening. I should probably close GDQ stream while I'm over here streaming myself, you know. Ah shit, I don't even know what music I'm gonna play over the stream now that I think about it. I probably should have figured that out. I'm used to having game music around, so I don't have to think about it that hard. But I'm not gonna have that when I'm drawing pictures. Shit. We'll let Sonic and Chill play and keep playing like usual, and then if I run out of that or get bored, I'll find something else. How about that? Sleeper Street. Chop, chop, chop! That's nice. Alright, that's enough commercials. No more commercials. I'm done with them. Oh shit. Turn that up. Turn that down. This would be a... I warned on Blue Sky, don't come in here asking about commissions, because you're gonna be disappointed. Because I'm not in practice enough to be doing no comms. I might look for like little ideas for posing, but yeah, I'm not in any condition for commissions. Ah, you're good. The idea is, in theory, if I get in shape again, I just have to start drawing more frequently, right? And doing it publicly on a stream forces me to do that. So we'll draw a tit here and there. We'll see what happens. I'm actually curious how far I can push it on Twitch. I saw someone else streaming earlier today while I was looking at World First Race stuff. I was flicking through my little channels for the Final Fantasy XIV World Race. I saw someone pushing in Arcadian 10 Savage, and their avatars got even bigger tits than mine. So also their avatars in Absol, so I'm like 99% sure at least half this chat knows who I'm talking about. Alright. Oh, yep, that's the person. Yep, that's them. Nice change of pace for today. Things are going okay. It's fine. Okay. I see. I don't know the way the rules work. I think I complained about this on Blue Sky earlier, but like, some people I follow just outright draw porn and like don't get moderated or whatever, and they get thousands of reactions, and then I'll draw like a goofy little BE comic, and then it's just like toplessness at most and barely even that, and I'll get like the second level of moderation, which almost guarantees it's going to be hidden on most people's timelines. I don't fucking know. Whatever, man. Hey, I like Blue Sky, but let me take that back. I like Blue Sky on paper, but I do have some issues with it, and I would say inconsistent moderation is probably the biggest one. Not that I'm claiming it's weaponized against me or that my account is ruined because of it, but like, I am a little annoyed. Oh, I do want to show the results of my stupid ass programming. I lost a lot of sleep doing this yesterday. Because this is for later. This is for like later in the month. When I do the Metal Gear Solid marathon I'm gonna do. I don't want to call it a subathon because it's not going to be extendable by people subbing. I'm gonna let people change games out to something different if enough subs come in, but like, I'm planning on streaming for at least 3 or 4 days, so even if my audience isn't big, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna donate any money I make to Trans Lifeline. It'll be cool. Thanks for that. Are you expandable by people subbing, though? I mean, in a way, yeah. If you spend more channel points, or sorry, if you sub, you make double channel points, which means you can expand more. Oh, man. All right. Anyway, check this shit out. I'm so proud of it. I should boot the other thing. Nah, whatever. I'm not booting up the text or the speech to text right now, but look at this shit. Look at this shit, Snake. This is not an image overlay. This is all CSS code and HTML rendering this. And like, down at the bottom, you can see curses trying to load. I'm not loading it right now because I don't feel like it. Oh, damn it. I see a clipping issue. Fuck. I gotta fix that. But I have a speech to text thing that actually reads it in and does the proper font too. So in theory, I can set this up for conversations. Mostly, I just want to do it for jokes. I'm really proud of the animation, though. God, this took forever to fucking tweak. Unfortunately, I cannot draw like Yoji Shinkawa, so you will not get portraits like that. I found an AI model that'll do it because I was morbidly curious. I will not do that. But I tried to like emulate the lighting at least. So that's as good as it's gonna get with my goofy, really white model. Okay, that's enough of that. Let me boot up my art stuff on my little tablet here. Make sure it's screen sharing and all that, like it's supposed to. Hit this. Is it sharing now? It better be. Okay, it is. I have to hide some shit. Okay. All right. I think. Can I just let this through? Oh my god. There. I'll just turn this down a bit. We'll vibe to this music for a little while. This was something I started doodling beforehand. I've been toying with this idea of like ways I could take this character's big ass hair and like flip it or rotate it for like, or tie it up in goofy ways, you know? I don't know, this latest one, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I like the general idea. This was just something I hashed out in like 10 minutes while I was on break for lunch. And then I had like 2 more meetings, and then I started working on the Metal Gear Solid thing again. Is it meant to evoke the image of a Flareon tail? Yes, a little bit, although there are 2 of them, so maybe that's too much. If you're curious about my general drawing landscape, so this is on an iPad. This is my iPad Pro that I'm working off of. I'm gonna hope that the battery can hold out while I stream, at least long enough for me to stay awake. I use Clip Studio, pretty obviously. My main driving brush is like this custom opaque. This is a opaque painting brush that I have, the opaque watercolor, and I've tweaked the shit out of the levels, mostly so it works for me. If you look here, you can see I do really strange strokes. Like, it's not really a pencil, and it's not really a brush. It's not a pencil, it's not a brush, it's not a pen. It leans more on brush than anything. But the main reason I draw on this tablet, and you can't see me doing it right now, but I'm tapping my finger twice on the stylus to hot swap, because I'd be doing this all the time. And also, I can rotate constantly with 2 fingers. This is, I am so fucking spoiled from having drawn like this for a while that if I try to draw on paper, I start dragging around on the paper like this. Like, I'm so fucking ruined. Oh, man. Also, I realize now my 3D avatar is going to be kind of hard for me to pilot while I'm looking down and possibly shrimping while I draw. I'm going to do my best, but I don't know how well this is going to rock out. We'll see. Oh yeah. No shame in tracing your lines, at least if you drew them yourself, right? What the fuck is my... Yeah, alright. Of course, now my shirt is touching the fucking style, or the paper, so it's not gonna work. I'll shrink the... You see, I could shrink this brush down, though, and it gets sharper. And that's what, like, lets me do, like, the more sharp pen-like lines. Sometimes I get in there and cheat, and I just do this. I go, yeah, doesn't that make it look a little sharp? So stupid. Many women do get rotated by 2 fingers. Oh no, I no-sewed the hose. Ah, man. I had this music up very loud on my end. Let me, I'm gonna turn this down a bit, mostly so I don't go too deaf. Turn this up a bit for you guys so you can actually hear this shit. No, no. All right, fair enough. I'm gonna quickly like go over this again, just to quote refine it, and then we'll start looking at new ideas. I just want to like warm up my hand a little bit by working with something I've kind of already started, you know? Because I don't really have... Fuck. That's the biggest problem. You see this line that just happened? So, having touch capacity and a stylus is great. And then this shit starts happening. And that is a sign that I am not picking my hands up enough. That do be happening sometimes. Wow, I really fucking slanted that line. Let me adjust that a little. I'll get some more. I also might be zooming in way too much, but please understand. I am only human. I like the idea of like wearing the bandana while working on stuff. I've been thinking about that. Mostly because like I was looking at one of my favorite things, like I consider most iconic things about like early Solid Snake artwork. I'm gonna go back over to the screen real quick. Look at Snake's forehead. How much of his forehead do you see? The answer is nothing. His facial expression in this picture is totally defined by his fucking headband. And I think that's really cool. I need to steal some of that tech and learn from it. Anyway. Also, I just really like headbands. I am a fucking sucker. Like, if there's two things that my stupid ass loves more than anything else on this planet Earth, it is headbands, big ass scarves. If you got a big cool ninja scarf or a big dope headband like Solid Snake, I love your character design. You don't really have to do much else. I'm probably going on a kiss here. I like this more cleared out. No, that's not. No. Maybe I should go from the origin. But... There we go. That seems a little nicer. And if you probably tell, I don't really draw heads, like, very well. I sort of cheat. Clearly I should put on both. I wish I was that fucking cool. God, imagine if I was that fucking cool. I'd probably be doing some really cool mission shit right now. Instead, I don't know what my mission would be, but I'd definitely be doing it. I feel like I should probably, like, lower the amount this earring is a reference. Oh my god. Draw a sphere challenge. Nope. Nope. Fuck it. Zoom out. Try a gig. Nope. Wrong angle. Nope. Nope. Better. Okay, I can work with that. Nope. Add some shadow here. Would you like a cheat for your depth when you're drawing? That makes people think, oh wow, you're really good at making things feel like shadowed in or like layered. Whenever you see crevices like this right here, just get in there and just kind of fill in the space a little bit. People go, ah, there's not a lot of light getting in there. Yeah, add some depth. Nice. I do it all the time. If you start like paying attention more to like all my drawings, you notice sometimes I might like stretch it out like that. It's those little things that like start tricking people into thinking you know what you're doing. Alright, I'll tune this down just a little bit. Shit. A little more, actually. This is way too small. I'm having to push the shit out of my tablet screen for this. Oh, it's because I'm drawing at fucking 1024, of course. Another trick, don't fucking draw at small resolutions. Or do. There's a time and place for it, I suppose. Yes, I'm gonna do this. Roll this out. Okay. I spent a really long time on what is basically a fucking earring. Bump that brush up a bit so my lines get more equal again. Ah! Who got me? It was Bada. Of course it was fucking Bada. You draw too tiny all the time. And it sucks for how detailed I design characters. Thanks for the refill. You know the secret to that, Lily. You're not gonna like hearing it. There are ways to break, like, if you simply cannot break it out of your head, the easiest way I can tell you is to start your sketch on a small ass, because I do the same thing. I'm not saying this out of like spite or hate, it's just experience. Look at how small this fucking canvas is. This is 1024 by 1024. Like, if I wanted to do actual production art with this, I would take this sketch, import it on a bigger canvas, stretch it, and then do it again. Just draw the thing again. Draw over the lines you've already done. If you simply must get that level of detail into the character framework that you've done, that's the trick to do it. Like, start with a 250 or a 500 to make the general outline of the character and like maybe splotch in where you want some of the details, and then make a bigger canvas, import this picture that you've done, redraw it over what you did. You could trace basically the profile, right? That's essentially what I'm doing. And then you fill in the details, right? It's a secondary pass. There's no shame in it, but yeah. Yeah, I often do this to block things out and then expand them next to you. Yeah, it's a digital trick that's really helpful. Because like, if you're someone who zooms in way too much and then finds yourself using, oh, well, I'm using a 1 pixel brush. I'm using a 1 pixel pencil, so I basically have no dynamics available to me whatsoever. Yeah, that can cause you some real problems sometimes. It happens for me all the fucking time. Because I started, I've probably said this before on stream, but like, when I started drawing in 2018 and y'all all found out about me, I was drawing on my phone. That was like, you know, this little fucking thing. I had a Samsung Note 4, Z Note 4, I think? I don't know. It's a pretty decently sized phone, but like, if you're trying to be a professional artist on it, you gotta make some, yeah. You gotta make some compromises, and I learned in that environment and then had to learn how to deal with a bigger one, and that threw me off a lot. Anyway, I should probably get back to work. I'm fucking up here yapping and not actually putting lines on the goddamn paper. Good art stream. For a clown! I'm the clown, by the way. So this part up here, I was thinking it's like take these hair folds here. I was drawing before 2018, but like I wasn't publishing before 2018. 2018 is when I started being serious. I started drawing every day on my phone as a challenge. And I posted on a burner account that like no one knew about. Y'all know about it now. Probably because Cake, I did fan art for Cake once and that like got me exposure, but yeah. God, that was back when I was just doing commissions for like $5. Jesus. I look back at some of the decisions I made and just go, what the hell was I doing? Of course, now I worry about like charging actual rates. And then I don't, you know, don't draw anything. So, oops, maybe I should have just stuck with the $5 thing. At least I would have been getting some shit done. Oh, texture this hair in a bit. Collar, important. I can't have a big ass scarf on this design, so gotta get this collar in here. We'll expand it just a little bit. by expanding it, fit these little details on, make it look actually worn a little bit. Now the headband probably is going like around the entire head. It probably needs to tuck in here. This doesn't really make much sense now that I look at it, but I could probably lower it. Probably do something like this, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. The hell with it. We'll just go for it. Of course, now I gotta clean this shit up. It even had some details on here. Just cut it off a bit. Like, oh, it's been eaten. Or my dog or cat got a hold of it. What the world? I like this curve I did, but I don't know what I want to do with it. It looks good. Do that. That doesn't look right. Yep, be erasing more. The hell with it. In fact, this looks a little too clean, if we're being perfectly honest with ourselves, or myself. Let's get up here. Even that looks a little too clean. Alright. Turns to dust. Bata, aren't you younger than me? I'm the young age of the tender, supple age of 35. Alright. Now we'll get in here and start having fun with the fun stuff. I'm gonna let these shoulders just sort of rock. Well, sorry, I'm gonna let that one shoulder rock. This one needs some fucking work. This is way too goddamn narrow. 34, okay. Like, I know I'm not, like, the oldest person in this community, but I'm definitely, like, up there. I think it's so funny, like, our rating group, if y'all don't know, Gentle Bro is in my Final Fantasy rating group, and it's really funny, because he's the baby of the group, because he's, like, not in his 30s yet. So we're always shit talking about like, man, my back fucking hurts. I took too many naps today. And he'll get it on. I'm like, you aren't even 30. What fun. Hey, we got some 40-year-olds in my group. I'm gonna actually. I should probably get this elbow out here some more. Yeah, that makes sense. This G-Funk clap is so good. I cannot overstate y'all how much I fucking love G-Funk. I can listen to G-Funk all goddamn day. Who's the oldest size artist? The oldest? It depends on what size we're talking about. I know there's at least one guy who does muscle girls, extremely muscular girls. I know he's got to be at least in his 60s, maybe late 60s, because he's like, that dude was gray when I was seeing him like 10 years ago. And he like does self-inserts with his own characters like sitting around him at the computer, and he looks like my grandpa's age. So I don't remember his name now that I think about it. I have a picture of him somewhere. That guy makes me smile. He's kind of my hero in a lot of ways. Like, I don't really share a fetish with him, but I respect it. Yeah, so this doesn't really make any sense. Not a ton of sense. Ken Cougar, the godfather of macro furry art. Interesting. Alright. Let's get a little crevice on here. Yeah. This is probably too much detail for what I need to be doing, but whatever. I'm gonna lower the cleavage line a bit. Say it starts about, if we're getting pushed about here, yeah, I need to sink it down a bit. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Actually, the more I look at it, that's shit. You know what I could do? I could cheat. I actually like this line that I did. I love digital art. I love digital art. Warrant. I love digital art. Yay. Hacker. Yeah. The founding fathers of furry in general happens to be a size dude. You know the guy who invented the Aeromorph, designed the XR71. Oh, geez. That's a lot to learn. I think it's kind of interesting to hear about, like, size people that, like, or furry people that do, like, you know, actual real deal world-changing things. I'm not gonna deepen that too much. Nah, that's already too much goddamn detail for that shadow. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, we'll do this. Sorry, I'm kind of walking in a little bit while I chat, but man, they do real world things. Yeah. Yeah, like my mom, it's kind of funny talking to her. Like, she knows what I do, and I live on my own and have a mortgage, so it doesn't really matter what the hell I do at this point. But she always, like, when we're drinking together, she's always like, man, sometimes I really wonder what life would have been like if you had never found video games, or if you hadn't been on the internet as much when you were younger. And I was like, well, I hate to tell you, I got my fetish from a magazine, but, the other part, I don't know. She insists that I would have, like, run for public office or something. Like, do you really think I would have overcome being as shy as I am already with no other outlet? I don't know, maybe. Imagining my ass in public office, knowing the way I act now, it would not go well, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I would be canceled, like, instantaneously. Well, I'm gonna let this go down a bit and just give myself a little treat right there. A little treat just for me. That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna do it here. That doesn't make sense either, but I like the idea. Hold on. Let's see, if we're rounding here, yeah, we should be able to do that. That should. Fuck. Work. Work, goddamn you, work. Alright. Shrink this back down a bit. Come on. Yeah, we'll let this impact point be where the titty gets squashed. Get some shadow in there so you can tell. Fuck. I'm gripping my stylus wrong and stupid now. Doug Winger, one of the pillars of hyper art, though. He introduced some kind of innovation for the military-industrial complex. Damn it! See, that's cool in some ways, but it sucks in a lot of ways. Like, damn. I like the furry guy who's like the building fucker who is just really into hyper Star Fox stuff. He's a brain surgeon at least, although I think, like, isn't he into AI stuff now? I don't know. I remember someone said something like that once, I think the last time I mentioned him. I don't know. I don't want to speak ill of folks I don't actually know. Mostly because I know I'd be annoyed if someone was like, doesn't that person do X when they talk about me? Oh, right, I should probably pay attention to, like, how this arm is positioned, shouldn't I? There we go. Sometimes you just gotta draw a complete line and then that will explain everything to you, or to your brain. I swear to God, double tap, work. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, there we go. Please. Don't make me actually start touching buttons. I'd be disgusted. Alright. How long have I been on this? Way too fucking long. I'm gonna power through the rest of it kind of quick. Mostly because I'd like to draw something else this stream if I can. So, fucking A. Stop. Fine. I give up. I'll touch the button. Oh, that's why. It's because I'm getting sweaty because I'm on stream. That's why it's getting bad. It's because I'm nervous. Right. That thing I always am when I am streaming. Okay, there we go. And then get a nice, let's fucking go! Get some extra shadow up here. I don't know. Sometimes I don't really like drawing in tons of details on the mouth just because it's not really what I'm into. Oh, he isn't as cool? Okay, he's on disability. There's room for it. Oh, right. I see. Okay. Okay, I have learned things today, I suppose. Just to match the other titty, I'm gonna add some flesh here for fun. Technically, it should be surging out a little bit regardless because they're being squished together, so why the hell not? Okay, now the real pickle. I didn't actually draw the rest of the body. But if I do some of this... that's way too... I'm like just rough vaping this shit out, trying to figure out where I'm gonna put lines at. That's probably fine. Good enough. Shit. I've been thinking that I need like more images for my YouTube thumbnails and stuff, so maybe I'll use this time where we stream together to work on shit like that sometimes. Excuse me. I had Firehouse subs earlier today, which was delightful, as always, but man, they always make me burp a lot. Alright, gotta keep forgetting I gotta touch the buttons already. I do that, picking it up a bit, just a little bit. I have a real problem with drawing legs, just because I always draw them too thin, and then I go back like a million times. I spend more time. It's kind of funny considering like how well established I am for drawing upper bodies, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. I spend more time drawing lower bodies than anything else. Part of that is I'm just not as confident with it. It was never really like my major point of focus when I draw. When I shifted to drawing more like size stuff, that sort of shifted a bit. I started, you know, you start to appreciate some parts of the body more when you're looking at them from different angles, you know? Like me, I would not consider myself much of a ass connoisseur. That's the way I like to put it. It's cooler to say than, like, I have a fetish. Oh, me, I am a connoisseur. Oh, I do so love a spot of indulgence. A spot of titty indulgence. Yes. I gotta say, if you have a fetish and you have a European accent, at least you have that going for you. Because if you have a fetish and you sound like an American, yeah, that's tough, buddy. Imagine trying to be respected, but you got an American accent and a fetish. I can't. At least, like, if you speak with a funny or like a nice accent, you know, someone could go like, "Ah, that's hard." Raise pinky. She's all tits and almost no ass. Yeah, that was a major. Like, that really happened a lot. Girl, I have a southern accent. Girl, I have a southern accent too. I'm from Alabama. It's just, I live in North Carolina, so my accent is suppressed. But if you take me out in the woods or make me go hang out around like my dad or something for a while, my accent starts coming back. And it'll start rearing its ugly head. I start talking to waitresses differently, like it's a subconscious thing, right? Like we were at like normally I would never fucking do this. But like we were at a Korean hot pot / barbecue restaurant last week. Can I do it? I don't fucking know. It's not something I think about actively, Bada. It's weird. Like if you ask me to do it on command, it's kind of hard to do. Because it's like a subtle twang. Like, of course, mine is mixed in with the fact that I curse like a fucking sailor all the goddamn time, for better or worse. That was too much. I shouldn't do that. What was I saying? Oh fuck, I forgot. Say y'all a lot. I mean, yeah, I feel like I'll just slip into it. But anyway, I was at this restaurant with some friends. They never hear me talk like that. And the waitress comes by and takes our drinks. And some people get water or booze or whatever. And it gets to me and I'm like, hey, do you got Dr. Pepper? And he's like, no, sorry, Coke products. And I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should just fucking die then. Like, I would never do that. Y'all would have. Yeah, that sort of talking. I don't really do it like all the time, but when it rears its head, it's just like, oh shit. I'm not gonna detail this too much more and move on to another sketch. I've been on this for too long. I like it. It came out pretty good, all considering, but at first, like, let's take this off and see how we're looking. Honestly, I don't like the position of the hips on this at all. Now that I like take my sketch lines away, so we're gonna do some cheating because I love digital art. Beat it with me. Digital art is really cool. It's a thing. It's a tool you can use. It makes up for all your shortcomings by turning them just into average comings. And if you're really cool, big. Things. I booted up Stalker Gamma. Alright. I'm gonna be real, I'm not a big sim style player. Like, I cannot play games like Stalker very well. I'll play like Steel Battalion all day because it's got a funny controller or whatever, and I love it. But like, man, if you if you just ask me to play fucking Stalker and I just gotta sit there and go, well, all my shit's gonna break if I try to have fun with it, it's a real turnoff for me. Big respect to people that can do it though. Cut off some of the waistband by drawing some tummy. Yeah, sure, why not? What is instrumentation? I mean, if we're gonna do that, we might as well go all the way, right? Honestly, it matches my overweight ass. So.
Oh, big!
Yeah, like that. Thank you, timely alert. At some point, I should probably like walk y'all through my big goofy ass stack I got going here. If you're curious about how I do my quick shading stuff, I'll quickly do that a little bit here. The easiest way, I use the exact same brush personally. Like, I don't even change brushes. I use the same one, and I just add drop shadows a lot of the time. Like here, there would very easily be one. Shade it out a little bit. Here, I mean, there definitely is one. I've already started it. Here would be one. These are just drops, mind you, so I'm not gonna do a full shading pass, but we can get enough in there to where like people go, ah, wow, look at that depth, you know. Shadows the Hedgehog. God, that's a game that I feel like I should play some more. Actually, I should just shade this period because it's supposed to be darker than the rest. Then we'll get in there and erase little bits of it so you can tell where the folds are happening. Nice. All right. The music stopped. Okay, we will just start another playlist. I was already listening to this one. Okay, well, back to the start with you. This one's gonna put me to fucking sleep. Oh no, I can't go to sleep like this. This is a big problem. I really like relaxing music. Okay, I could probably stay awake to Ridge Racer music. Alright. We're gonna add a couple more shadows here and then move on to another piece. I know some of y'all are here hoping I'll draw y'all's characters. I apologize. I don't know if I'm gonna quite work myself up to that yet, but we'll see. I want to get there again, where like I can just draw someone's character, like, you know. Don't even think about it, just fucking go. Clean out some of this, I don't need it anymore. Where's my opaque? Switch, you bastard. This is way too dark now that I look at it. I need to tone that down just a little. Yeah, that's fine. What's what they say? It's good enough for government work. I work for the government. I am actually a government worker, so I can say that. And no one can get mad at me. Yeah, fuck it. Good enough for a first pass. If you want another cheat that I do all the time, I do not draw on plain white canvases, and that's mostly because it makes me go fucking blind. I was tapping on my glasses. So if you draw on a gray canvas, it's really easy to add highlights. Super easy. You do shit like this. Yeah. Anyway. Also, I actually playing a lot of Nice. I'm glad y'all had fun playing Stalker. Yeah. I've watched my buddy play it a bunch too. Shoot a vibe. I mean, hey, I do not hold a grudge for people not showing up for streams. It is not a spite thing, I promise. I appreciate that people show up at all, let's say that. That's sort of always been my attitude. I just sort of assume the worst is going to happen all the time, and if something goes better, that's great. That's probably not a healthy way to live, but it is the way I live, so that just be what I do. Ah, man. In theory, I should probably, like, do... Like, since this is actually supposed to be white, or lighter up here, I could do some shit like this, but... Yeah, it's too much work. I don't want to bother. I've told a friend the biggest reason I cosplay I have career, so I'd love to patron art, paying people. Yeah, I mean, it's nice having money around to be able to commission people. Then the problem becomes if you are an actual artist. Like me. Oh, sorry. That sounds so shitty the way I just said that. When I say, like, actual artist, when you have the ability to draw on stuff, at least in my eyes, I take that as a, oh, well, I don't have to do commissions because I can just do it myself if I invest the time. And then I don't fucking do it. I really need to alter that fucking state of thinking. It's delaying me a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna call that a piece for now. That's good enough. I wouldn't be ashamed posting that on the Discord or whatever. I probably wouldn't post this on Blue Sky, but this is the sort of thing that I can hash out. I was just shit talking the whole time, so I slowed myself down. But usually this is like 20 minutes, something like that. I don't know. This is the way I do things. I probably should have. Nope. Fuck it. We hit the new button. We move on. What was I doing on this one? I don't even remember. Oh, right. That was my little ad from earlier. On top of this. I'm such a latecomer to that meme. I didn't know what the fuck, like, people posted that image all over the place. That was a meme when I wasn't paying attention to anything. It started coming up again on my TikTok timeline, since I have one of those, as like a vintage meme, is what people call it, and I just... Vintage? It's new to me. It makes me smile. I like it. I think about this guy's face a lot. I've watched that video probably an unhealthy at least 50 times in the last week. Because I have discovered it in the last week. And it just keeps popping up on my timeline again. Okay. I will keep this. I'll keep this. We got a new canvas. Alright. What should I do? I keep getting people drawing me as Peter Griffin against... I mean... Hold on. I don't remember how the mouth is. Whatever. I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it. I won't do that to you. But I did think about it. I could Peter Griffin. With the power of art, I could Peter Griffin whoever I want. I have Peter Griffin myself at some point. Stream startup window art. Hey Lois, I'm fucking Peter Griffin now. Yeah, I think the last Family Guy-ish thing I drew was that one I did of H, where Chris was like at the big boy competition wearing the biggest boy banner, completely nude. And I'm just in the back proud, like, ah, look at my big boy. Vintage is much more positive. I agree. I'm happy we're saying that. I hope I can call myself vintage at some point, as opposed to geriatric. That would be kind of cool. Okay, I should probably draw something else now. What should I do? Finally aged. What am I doing? Fucking aging myself. I don't even know how to draw old person hair. What would I... This character's design does not translate to old people very well, let's say that. Shit. Pseudo Orton. God. If only I could age as powerfully as Bob Orton did. Alright, how big's my brush right now? That's not too big. Straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. That's not very straight. Circle, circle. Whee, what's fun? Okay, I feel like... Nah, this is 50 pounds hang up chest. Yeah, for real. God, if this character actually aged like a normal human being, she'd be like so fucked. Not in the good way. We're talking like broken spine kind of way. Oh, hold on. Let me do some thinking. What's something I've been thinking about that makes me smile recently? There are a bunch of things out there in the world. I do think it would be really cool to have my own hedgehog Sona guy. But I don't actually know how to draw hedgehogs. I'm not very good at it. Like somewhere in here there's like Somnak. Wow, look at him. He is Somnak. Sonic characters are hard to draw and it's all because of this bullshit. You're not wrong. I appreciate the design being one that people could just copy paste their own stuff over really easily. But it is definitely not one that, like, even with all the Sonic games I've played in my life, they do not congeal in my head that well. Let's see. Characters just slinging their giant breasts over their shoulders. Oh my god, this song. Fucking love this song. A bunny? Yeah, naturally. Actually, if I keep it 100, I kind of had suspenders on my mind for some reason. I like suspenders a lot. That's a good ass look. Hold on. Let's high. If you're gonna wear suspenders, you gotta have some tall ass pants going on, right? Let's do a basic pose. This is like the classic way to do it, right? You know, hip going. I need to thicken that out. Probably not. We'll keep it a little slim-ish. I say drawing fucking hourglass hips regardless. Yeah, it makes more sense to roll this back a bit at this angle. I started at one angle, the bottom I was a different angle, but I was happier with that angle, so I guess it's fine. Let's do something like that. The pants are here. Let's get a long ass pants line going. Oh, excuse me. Woo! Oh, suspenders can be hot. Let's go. Hey, 5 streak. Nice, nice, nice. Oh wow, you get a lot of currency for being on a 5 streak. That's pretty cool. How about introducing people to Kogosa? Oh, I mean, I could, yeah. Hey, what's up, Lethargy? Let's put a pen in Kogosa. And the reason I say that is because I have to remember what outfit she's wearing. I'd have to like pull up WoW and take a screenshot real quick. I do have that installed, but anyway, let's get some titties on here. Where are we gonna put them? An excellent question, I'm sure. We assume something resembling realistic perspective, then let's get them big. Alright, pretty good. It's kind of Vitruvian. I have a feeling that's not big enough for y'all. Arguably, it's not big enough for me either. Sorry, I'm getting phone notifications from actual people I know. One sec, let me double check some things. Is that something I need to act on? No, it's not. Okay. Well, never fear, because even if it's not big enough, I could just do this. Man, this baseline fucks relentlessly. Honestly, there's some part of me that wishes I was in the alternate timeline where I didn't try to learn how to draw and I really focused on playing bass instead. Obviously, I don't really have an excuse. I should be able to just do both. Yeah, this angle works. I can... It skipped? Uh-oh. Oh, I hit the fucking keyboard with my tablet. This would be ideal base size if you could get away with it. I mean, yeah. This is what I call, like, the limit of where someone's gonna go, you're kind of respectable, I would say. Like, this is still gigantic, mind you. Like, if any woman was encumbered like this, she'd be broken, for lack of a better way to put it, but whatever. People don't, like, judge you way too fiercely at this point. And then beyond this, we're kind of like... I feel like this is the point where Mobage kind of draw the line, and that's where I think that society considers the line to be right now. At least nerd society, right? Nope, I'm not gonna erase. I'm not really gonna erase. I'm just gonna rock with it. If you're gonna wear suspenders, you gotta have a collar going, so we're definitely gonna do that. Get a nice fucking flared collar. Let's see, if I was suspenders, I'd probably hook like here. Actually, that means I should probably do like this, and then like widen it a bit. This looks a little scuffed. Actually, this is not bad, because it means I can actually use this line. Yeah, we'll do that. That makes sense to me. Actually, we can use it even more powerfully. Hell yes. with the suspenders lift. Okay. That means, however, I've got to do some physics work over here. So, and don't worry, I'll be going back over this properly so we can get some actual shapes out of this that are, you know, discernible by humankind's eyes. I just have to map it out so it makes sense in my head first. No, it's a little too saggy. I still want them perky. No. Okay. They look like peaches. Yeah. The squish is important, and I have to do it right. So, forgive me if I get a little sciencey about it. That looks worse if I extend that line, if I'm being real. I'm going to revisit this when we do the actual full outline. This boob is going to be the pivotal part of the image, and I need to make sure I do it right. So, I'm going to worry about that in a moment. This part should be relatively easy, because I can just do a fucking... Get a little cheat up in here. Bridget. I don't know, something like that. Makes sense to me. Probably something like this, I would say. This gives me another chance to do something interesting with the hair. I wonder, what can I do? Oh, big! Damn, how is that played twice in this stream? It's so... Did someone say Bridget? Who said Bridget? Who? I'm sorry, I'm trying to like... Unfortunately, chat is not on my tablet, so I have to look up. If I'm in the zone and just mumbling to myself, I don't, I'm not looking enough, and that's on me. Pop all the bones in my fingers. Okay. Wow, we're already at 83% on the split, and I've been going for about an hour. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The battery should live through the stream. That's good. I was kind of worried about that, but yeah, it should be just fine. Alright, so we'll add a little bit of a pocket here. Nope, there will be a pocket there. Not too worried about this fold. This seam is good. We can do that. This is... the bog standard arm, I guess. I don't really have to like try that hard for it. Way too long. That's a problem. Means I need to either move the shoulder out or move the elbow in, and unfortunately it's looking like I need to move the elbow in. Now, there are ways to deal with that without redrawing everything. Probably something like that. Yeah, and then I need to just pick up the actual hand piece and put it over here. I gotta pick up you know who from you know where, then it's crafting time. Okay. Well, welcome, Finger. Thanks for dropping by before you go to I know where to pick up I know who. from doing I know what. You're putting this in such dark code, like, I'm pretty sure this person has already mentioned exactly where they are on this stream, but I will leave it at that. Who did what? Now everyone's curious. Anyway, it could have some fun with the hair here. Like could do something a little different. This song is like fucking modern K-pop. Kind of got that jam to it. Like maybe you could do like an actual like anime hair here. Yeah, I know, boo, human ears, I'm sorry. I'm just in the mood. I'm in the human mood, so I'm drawing humans. I get so self-conscious about that because I used to hang out more actively on a server where, like, if I draw humans, people would, like, boo me, like, ironically, I guess. I get so tired of furries that act like that. They fucking annoy the shit out of me. I kind of want to, like, throw people in a toilet sometimes. Obviously, there's people that are the same way about furries, and that shit's annoying, too. There, see, look, Majima said it, right there. You know, one of those, like, rules they always say about streaming is you shouldn't, like, do in-jokes with your friends or whatever. But, like, considering pretty much all of us hang out on my Discord all the time, I can't help but talk to you all that way. Also, this is just sort of how I talk to everyone, now that I think about it. I don't know, maybe we could do like a... I wonder if I could do like actual anime hair. Like, hold on. Now I'm curious. Can I like alter my hairstyle a little bit? Oh. Not with that fucking curve, I can't. Jesus, that looks horrendous. Hold on. Oh, it got worse. Okay, this is what happens when you way over focus on something and start completely changing the angles. This is why you don't erase your guidelines while you're sketching. Oh my god, what have I done? I ruined everything. No. I keep glad you're in your mind. Yeah. It's fun to see it jiggle, right? I like the hair. It's really goofy. It's fucking cartoon-ass hair, but I don't know. It's my own little variant of Tron-Bon, and it makes me smile. Okay, so problem number one. I was having too much fun with this hair design, and I just went way off skew, like, entirely. Kind of a masculine-ass head, now that I really think about it, but honestly, if you're wearing suspenders, it's going to be a tomboy look, so maybe that's okay. It's just way more chin than I usually, more chin than I usually draw on women. Yeah, that's fine. Nah. Boring. No. I don't like it. I don't like it. I erase it. I get rid of it. I erase it from this reality. I'm gonna make a rubber rat plushie. Dump milk and throw it on the wall. God, what's that horrible post someone made about, like, oh no, all my friends found out that, like, I used to have a rat plushie as a child, or like a stuffed bear as a child, and I would soak it in milk, and then I would suck the milk out of it every day. and eventually my mom made me throw it away. But I didn't want to throw it away, so I took it out of the trash, and now it was all crusty or something. I was recently introduced to that post. I don't know how new it is, but I do know I don't like it. Anyway, let's just do this real quick. We'll do the old simple shapes. And... Actually, this angle doesn't even fucking make sense. Hold on. Here's like way too fucking huge. I can still keep this. I just have to like rotate it and shrink it, I think. Yeah. This angle doesn't make sense at all. What the hell am I doing? I'm like so deeply embarrassed right now drawing like this. Something like this should have just happened in like 10 minutes if I was actually in shape. That's why I'm embarrassed, right? Like I could do way better than this, but I just haven't been putting the work in. So naturally, like a muscle, it just stops fucking working. That makes me kind of sad. Let's use that hair from the last drawing I was doing. I kind of like that idea. This would be like foreground stacked, right? I think I just picked up on why I love this song so much. Part of it sounds like a fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2 song. That part of it did, anyway. Hold on. And then if I come in here... Let me look at chat again. The rubber. I have a work in progress. Been in progress for a month. Telling you, Orbert, you gotta rip the band-aid off and draw faster, and then just draw over what you did before and do it better. You won't have month-long works in progress anymore. Wow, that's a very mean-looking eye. Hold on, let's soften that up a bit. You don't know how to soften up an eye, just make it bigger. Make the pupil bigger. That makes the person look nicer just by default. This is extremely off angle, I think. Damn it. This is extremely off angle, yes. Oh my god. Actually, what's off angle more than anything is the goddamn chin. That doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, what am I doing? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Ugh. Someone post the rubber hog video. You didn't make me do anything. All you did was make me think of a better idea. I think would be more accurate, a more productive idea. I could be sitting here playing an Xbox game right now. You're true. You're not wrong on that regard, but I can do that any old time. I can also draw any old time, and I just know which one I think is more important to me right now, which is getting my ass back in something resembling a shape. Drawing-wise, I should say. You might be wondering, how did I hammer out that nice thing in like 15 minutes earlier before stream? And the answer is no one was watching, so I just did it. I didn't even think that hard about it. Of course, now that people are watching and I'm trying something new, I'm gonna like fucking fail. As is the way of things. So that's fine. A big reason why I'm doing this stream is so I can fail on stream, because I need to get used to that. Imagine I just totally Tally as a companion. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Fortnite. Oh, the rubber pig you beat the shit out of? I love the squishy piggy. There was a, God, there was a, I should show less neck. Funny things to say apropos of nothing. I should also just lower this in general, because it is a slightly low-angle view, which means you should not be seeing that much. There we go. Honestly, you should be seeing even less than that. Oh no! Okay, there we go. Perfect. Sojima neck? I'm gonna be honest, I don't get it. I mean, if y'all want to... God, if I could get a rubber Suko made, that would be the funniest merch. Like, here you go. You can beat the shit out of me when I don't do whatever you want, I guess. Really get the stress out and just pummel the absolute dog water out of me. The Persona artist with the really long necks. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess those necks are pretty long now that I think about it. Anyway, I think we're kind of at the point now where this can just be grayed out a little bit. So we can do this. And what I'm not going to do is touch this again for a little bit. Do I want MTG Giantess Big Natural Customs? I mean, I'm not going to say no, but I struggle to think of who I would want that of. As happy as I would be if Lorwyn, the new Lorwyn, actually gives me a decent giant commander, I somehow doubt it's going to happen right now. Hold on. I need to think about how that line's gonna work, so I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Right, let's clean these bad boys up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Doink. Okay. That looks decent. No! Just turn this down even more. There we go. Hey, the lion man got leaked. Oh, a Johnny? Yeah. There wasn't a Johnny in there. It's a pretty standard a Johnny. Deals damage. Just plain damage on a white planeswalker, which I guess is unique, but not really blowing me away with a design or nothing. Let's say this one's tough. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. This is better. Okay. I did it right the first time. Of course. This is such a fucking Sonic theme almost. Doesn't this sound like a fucking Crush 40 song? Like, in a way. Now it doesn't, but you know what I was getting at. Alright. Alright. Okay. That is okay. I'm gonna call that good enough for now. I wanna. This is the curve I'm most worried about. This shit right here. If I can quit using my goddamn eraser tool, and there we go. Because I'm gonna be honest, this is the one where I'm like, I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we'll see. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Come on. Come on, you bitch. You can draw some tits. Do it. Actually. That almost looks pretty good. Hold on. I might be able to flatten this curve just a little bit. I love me a pop collar. What can I say? That looks pretty good. Alright, back to work. Back to work on the actual bimbification stuff. Get off the island. Notice why my tails blow up. Shadow breath expansion. Jesus. How come no one's drawn Dr. Eggman with the bimbification beam? I mean, I've seen bimbified Dr. Eggman for sure. I don't remember if he made the beam or not. Alright. This hand angle does not make sense in my mind now that I look at it. I'm going to ignore it and move on. The way you draw your son sometimes makes it look like she's about to smash into me, poop. But, I mean, yeah, maybe. Do you mean intentionally, or? Let's see if I do. Yeah, this. I definitely draw my Sona with a confidence that I usually do not carry myself with, let's say. I think that's a civil way to say it. But it's a confidence that I aspire to. And I deeply respect in folks that have it. I feel like this... I'll have to, like, figure out how to put some more squish on this. This is too saggy. It makes sense because the weight is being attracted here, but, like, it just kind of makes it look like a sad balloon up here, when I think it should probably have, like, some more lift, right? Yeah, Flareon Sona is what I use for just selling myself as an idiot. Usually. Sheik is a hero. Damn. That's beautiful. Sheik. Hold on. Are you supposed to be driving a car right now? You better not be crashing just to shit talk while I draw tits. Had enough bad things happen around cars today in America. Probably shouldn't have brought that up now that I think about it. Oh well. Fuck this stupid country, am I right? What fun we have drawing breasts. Alright. This section is so goddamn crush-forty, it's driving me insane. I love it. I feel like if I had done this properly, you're not actually supposed to see this part of the suspender. The underneath could stand, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right as well. We're gonna flatten that out a bit. Excuse me. Okay, how can I reconcile this? I know what I can do. I can do this. Post a guitar solo where I'm going fucking insane. That looks better, I think. This, however, does not. This suspender does not look right. I need to fix this, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be interesting, whatever the fuck I end up doing. That is for sure. I think. Let me zoom out. Okay, I think if I grab this line, the curve is not necessarily bad. I could probably keep the curve. I just need to like move it over some more. Yeah, that makes sense. So there's like... They're kind of getting eaten, right? What is playing now? Huh? Huh? Oh. It's just cinematic drumming. Okay. We'll just do something like this. Hold on. Can I do this? Yeah, I think I can. Hold on. The character's kind of facing that curve angle isn't right. Hold on. Do I need to like deepen it? No. No. Maybe just move it? Yeah, maybe I just move it a bit. Let's see. Does that make more sense? Fuck! God damn it! Why is drawing like this? I fucking hate drawing. I give up. Art. Yeah, this got somber in a goddamn hurry. Let's move on. Hold on, let me find some more music. Jazz to do crime to. I like that. I can do crime. I like crime. Okay. Yeah. We'll just do this. I think this is good enough. Fuck it. Sorry, I have to subject everyone to my taste in music, but I pretty much just like car chase music. That's most of what I want to listen to. I don't know a better way to put it. That's just sort of where my flavor's at. Okay. This doesn't look right. I'm so angry. I can't do this. I can't get this fucking curve right. Maybe I should just straighten it out again. Hold on. Let me... If I do this... Wait. Hold on. That might be the trick. They're calling it the least necessary apology of all time. True. I just, you know... I feel like people have expectations of me at a certain point, and me just sitting here obsessing over how I draw the curve of a suspender on a boob for like 30 minutes is probably not the most engaging way to spend your evening. She's definitely thin, so I do like that. Get rid of this line that I don't need anymore. Does that make sense? Kinda does, right? It still has that problem where like you can see more of this than I really intended, but like it's okay to cheat perspective a little bit, I think. They call it cheating because it gets the job done, even if it's not perfect. That's fine. Let's... I just have to really sell that it's wrinkled, I guess, and that will make it look right. Oh no, that curve was perfect. I don't want to fuck with that. Come here. You piece of shit. Come here. There we go. Okay, fuck it. Perfection is the enemy of completion, I believe. So. You know what? We're gonna call that one good enough, I think. Put like a nice, like... I'm gonna do a proper tomboy look. Let's put a cool belt on the arm or something. Note, if you are drawing belts on arms, be very sure that you put very fine detail on them to indicate that they are not arm bands. Great way to accidentally draw your character wearing certain armbands that you probably shouldn't do. Draw a peach, that works. Yes, you're not wrong. I think I said as much earlier. And then here, right at the flare out point, you can tuck it in afterwards, but get a button in there. Let them pretend that this is how shirts work. So the buttons are touching. There's gonna be pull. You could probably do some shit like that. Better artists than me can sell a button being stretched, but I'm If you really want to sell it, you can do some shit like this. Do this triangle. I know what this song is. This is from fucking Tekken. This is Tekken 6, I think? I don't know. I'm not looking up for it. Too busy. Don't care. But yeah, there you go. a nice, stupid, shitty cheat way to fucking mess with it. Actually, I did this wrong. What I should be doing is this. But honestly, it looks good enough to me as is, so I'm just gonna roll with it. I don't feel like redoing this again. We'll just sell some curvature here and move on. One can tell that I am not very practiced at fancy clothes. As much as I like them. That's a nice button. Good enough. Here I'm back on this fucking strap. What the hell am I doing? Get away from the goddamn strap. Leave it alone. You don't need to fuck with that anymore. Alright, get some folds in here. Is this the way that one of these would ever be, like a cuff would ever be buttoned? No, probably not, but again, the idea with drawing is not to perfectly replicate reality, it's to sell that you kind of understand it. At least enough that your style can do the rest. I don't remember where I heard that. I think it was some YouTube video, but regardless, it left an impression on me, enough that I can at least kind of repeat it. Whoa, that's bad. Hold on. Stinky, stinky. Fuck? What is this goddamn N64 instrument version of the Lupin theme? or fucking, it's like a mix of Tank and the Lupin theme. It's kind of... What the hell is this? What's this from? Play It Pinball. Interesting. Good enough. Moving on. This song really did riff on Tank. Jesus. Kind of bartender vibes. Yeah. I love King from KOF, King of Fighters. Big fan of that character, so sometimes the influences might shine through on me. Get some sequin up here. Technically, I'd probably like draw like a watch string there or something, but anyway, let's get back to the head now that I hate this. Yeah, I do like the... Hold on. Shake. Kind of hard to rotate while holding my hands in place for this. My stupid hand tracker's not very good at it. It'd be cool to get one of those, they make like hand trackers you can wear around your neck that'll like properly look at your fingers better, but I've been too lazy to really spend the money on it. I think it's called Leap Motion or something like that. Alright, I was gonna fix this because I didn't like it. This sounds like Capcom making tank, like late 90s Capcom making their own riff on Tank. That's what it fucking sounds like. The instrumentation is like so 90s Capcom. Yeah. Yo! That's Lupin. We played this game on stream. Sorry, I'm bopping. I fucking love the Lupin soundtrack. Yeah, this is the you've been caught theme. I remember that. God, I need to play that game some more. It was really hard, but I liked it. That was the one that Alpha did that fan art of like my tits getting caught in the laser. I really liked that one. That was good. Anyway, God, it's so accurate. This sounds like something you hear in Bakano. I don't know, like if y'all have ever seen that, but oh my God, this hand is horrific. I'm revisiting this. Fuck it. Thankfully, I don't have to redraw much on the face because I'm generally kind of pleased with it. This sounds like some person just going insano mode on like a Casio, fucking keyboard at like a store. Alright, do this, get this in. You. Zoom out. Zoom out. Look at it. Okay. Still not happy with it, but it's good enough. I spent way too long on this again, so honestly, I should spend the stream doing like motion or figure drawing. That would really get me back up to pace quick, huh? Don't know if y'all have ever done that. Highly recommend it if you haven't and you want to learn how to draw. That shit will make you an artist fast. I clearly need to do it because I'm struggling with low angle shapes again. That's not me shit-talking myself, I know where I'm at. Alright, immediate problems I see. This hand looks fucking weird. This hand looks even worse. Fuck. this line is wavy and doesn't really make much sense. In theory, if it's being squished at this angle, it should be lower. Like this. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Has you in a doodling mood. I mean, good. If it makes you want to get up and do something too, that's cool. This is supposed to be getting me in the mood. It's mostly just embarrassing the shit out of me. But, this was also the purpose of the stream, so hard to complain. I just need to redo this fucking hand. This is from Auto Modelista. God, that's the, that's that, cel-shaded racing game that's on, the PS2, right? I remember it looking really pretty and making me go, ooh, but I never played it. It's been a joy watching you work. Oh, hey, thank you, Blake. I appreciate that. I'm glad y'all are enjoying it. I'm so goddamn rusty. It really is embarrassing, but it's okay. I'll get there again. I promise. One of these days. Honestly, I should see even less of this finger. And this one too. That makes a little more sense, but it doesn't look amazing. Whatever. I'm gonna call it good enough and move the fuck on, because I don't want to stick on this all day. Also, it's almost 8 o'clock. Jesus. That was kind of when I was planning on stopping. But I might do one more thing. One more tiny little thing, just for funsies. Good enough. Fuck it. We move on. Suspenders! Such a mood. Anyway, now we can do war crimes. And by war crimes, I mean you just take this that made you go, ooh, ah, oh, woo. Yes. Oh no! I missed the handle! No! And then, expand. Look, I did it. They're bigger now. Cheap. Let's move. Let's do a bigger titty pic though, because why not? Maybe a side view thing would be fun. They're like junk food. They're so bad for you if you do them all the time, but damn, they're nice. They just feel nice to do. Let me stretch my hand real quick, and then I'll be good. Alright. Beaming titty energy at me? I see you. Hold on. Wait, I gotta tuck them in a little more. I call this piece falling to a sublime death. Snap, 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 snap. That's true, it could be a trampoline. Just gotta... I do like the tuck effect, sorta. Like in here, it's like really dark. This is so stupid. I present to you someone who's about to be sent to hell. From top view. Oh, good lord. Someone's already in my chat just saying, or sorry, in my raid chat saying, I'm about to go get domed by a fucking dominatrix, or I'm about to go get bent over by a dominatrix in Final Fantasy later. They're not wrong, I am. I've already made a new raid outfit for it. I don't want to, oh thank you. I don't want to show it on stream because like it is modded, so I'll get in trouble, but I'm showing up in my best dom sub wear. Alright, side view, right. Okay, so... This is way too big. Let's just zoom out. Excuse me. Yeah, good enough. Actually, I don't even have to do that. Because I know I'm doing side view, I can just draw the chin now. Nose kind of big. Offhandedly mentioned me raiding with my 14 character giant to a friend when they were flabbergasted. Oh, I used to do it at 3. So my usual scale I raided at for a while was 3 times scale Rogadin. And then I'd be playing like Dark Knight at the time or something, and my legs are like widespread. You just get really good at finding where your character's actual center is. That said, I do not recommend raiding this way. it makes you a casual, or a liability more than anything. But yeah, I now raid at a more modest 2x, and that's just because, man, some of the positioning checks have been getting a little mean, and I didn't want to like make my team worry about it as much, so I toned it down a little bit. Wow. This face looks really off model for the way I usually draw. Whatever, it's fine. I'll just tilt it back out. Good enough. Big nose. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Honestly, this eye just looks off model. That's really what's throwing me off. And the ear, too. The ear's too low. That's part of it. Drawing a big titty like do-wah, do-wah. Got a big old titty out. Oh, yeah. Just kidding, I'm still working on hair. Erasure between the nose and the eyebrows. Yeah, something like that. I'll fix it later. Maybe. We'll move on in the interest of time. This should be throw it back. Heads would be something like that. I like to put the arm circle out just so I know. And I usually draw like the rib cage too. And by the rib cage, what I approximate for a rib cage, because I don't really think that hard about it. This should be a little further over here, probably. This head's just way too fucking big in general. The more I look at it, like, oh good god, that head is fucking huge for what I want to do. It's a little much. There we go. That's better. Well, my stylus is fucking... Come on. Quit being a bitch. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, that's fine. Now... Usually I have this headband too. I don't know. We'll worry about it later. Okay, so the fun part about drawing this way is that it's very easy for me to hash this out and not think too hard about it. Like, how do you draw legs and stuff? You don't have to think that hard. You just fucking throw the shapes out there. It'll probably work out. If it doesn't, you're close enough. You can fix it with a little tweaking. Do a proper ass lift. I don't fucking know. Whatever. This is a fucking old shit. J.B. Harold Blue Chicago Blues. What the hell is that? I have no idea what that is. Sounds like my kind of game. I do be liking some detectives. I'm doing a lot of tweaking on this part that you're not gonna see in like a few moments. Anyway, how far am I allowed to push things on here, do you think? Like, let's theory craft. How nuts am I allowed to go before I get in trouble? I genuinely don't know. That one streamer I saw earlier, Germany, they were big. They were real big. That was like, those were like some Michika-sized tankers. You can get them all the way out here if you want. As you ask, I'm being shown an ad for weed gummies. Nice. I could go for a gummy. I'm not going to do that before raid. At least first night of a new raid. I really beefed it by doing this on the same layer. Oh well, it's fine. Could do that. That's why this looked weird to me. This eye is way too fucking... There we go. Okay. I'm happier now. We could do something like that. Called the B-girl gender once and got 3 paragraphs about how fucked up she is. I mean, she's just an idol. Whatever. Having done that raid, I mostly just hate her because my static wasn't very good at the fight. And it pissed me off. That shit pissed me off. It was a funny fight, though. So are we thinking like this size? I'm thinking around this size. Could have some fun with it. Hold on. Double it. I mean, I could. Not very hard to do. Computer, take titty. Increase radar. Computer, enhance. Job done. All my poor lines below broke, but that's the way it is. I was thinking, actually, one thing we could do. This. Ow! Why am I being hit? What did I do? Huh? This is Sonic Adventure. Okay. Many people have attempted to ruin Rouge the Bat for me. They have all failed. I still think she's cool. I was originally thinking it'd be fun to like do a building around here. But I didn't really frame the shot for it. It's okay. I can still have some funsies. Hold on. This is what I should have been fucking doing from the start. That doesn't make sense. Hold on. I'm just doing some thinking real quick. If I do actually, do this. No! Come on. Okay. Yeah, I started with side beam, so I am restricted a little bit in what I want to do, but that is fine. It is not world ending. Just gotta fix some things. And take all of this that I just did. Okay. This is from The Simpsons Hit and Run? What the fuck? I gotta play that game. Hell yeah, dude. This is awesome. Okay, so this we can tone down a bit because I'm going to squish it. Also going to squish up here. Get rid of this. No. No cheating. No cheating. It has a randomizer? Nice. Let's, do this properly-ish. God. That's good-ass music. Okay. Love Archipelago very much. I like that this, like, a backing instrument for this song is apes hooting. Of course, now it's in the section where it doesn't do it, so you can't hear what I was talking about. Okay, that is true. Ah! Sorry. Here you go, buddy. Oh, ape sounds. You never fail. You make me smile. Because you are ape sounds. Okay. It actually gives me a good chance to test how this looks if I do it like that, kind of.
Oh, big!
Damn, how do y'all keep getting that? It's the lowest percentage chance sound. I gotta lower it even more. Alright. Alright, so what we'll do here is a couple folds for The tank top view, as it were. Yeah, that makes sense. In fact, for funsies, just have them be more squished over here. Just, it throws off the angle a little bit, but yeah, good enough. Yeah, we'll just do this. A little ugly, but oops, wrong side, idiot. Try to do folds on the shirt, not the skin. Although both have merit. Cannot lie. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Sorry if I haven't been yapping too much. I kind of locked in. I realized just now I haven't really talked for like the last 2 or 3 minutes. That's my bad. Very bad streamer etiquette. Hi, hello, how are you doing? Why even look at chat? No, this should curve more. There we go. Oh fuck, I gotta do my Guild Wars dailies too. Oh, whatever. They're not going anywhere. Who needs them? Okay, I've been doing myself. I mocked up a streamer setup since you are inspired. Good. Very good. Take whatever energy I provide and do something better with it. Do something cool with it, sorry. Let's say something like that. Sometimes a kick in the ass is all you need to do some cool shit. If this stream gave you the kick in the ass, then I say I did a good job today, although it wasn't. Even if I didn't like do an amazing job myself on the drawing, so be it. I'm already doing more than I expected I would, so I'm pretty happy about that. The saying, like, any any car crash you can walk away from is a good one. yeah, I did. I did 3 drawings. Yeah, they're not terrible. This one's coming out better. It has like actual dynamics. I actually like this one. All right, I promise. I'm not ragging on myself just to make y'all be nice to me or whatever. I hold myself to a bit too high of a standard, and that really gets me in trouble sometimes, as you can probably tell. Maybe we could cheat it just a little bit in the name of a little bit of squishiness. just a little, you know. Like, does it really make sense at this angle? No, but I just want it. I want it there, so I'm gonna put it there. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Alright, I didn't do these. Lest I forget. I can't forget where I came from. Although you barely see the fucking ear details at this angle. Maybe we can do like a arm up here. And then like another one, like hanging down this way, like trying to get out. Nah, this is fine. The building would stand no chance. I mean, yeah, look. When you're working in size, unfortunately, if you start thinking about mass for even 2 seconds, you're cooked. Sometimes it's better to just roll and see what happens. Shit! I wonder if any random people dropped by. I want to, like, find a way to encourage people to say hello, you know? I feel like I might be not putting off a great initial impression with what I'm doing, but... Oh well. That's fine. I'm not going to draw anything different even if they came back, so... Size King's funny because it turns everyone into math nerds. True. This is Layton music. Layton? Layton? I don't know. I always overpronounce the ton in Layton. I watch my roommate play those games. I'm not great at them myself, but goddamn, I do be loving that soundtrack. That doesn't make sense. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I could... yeah... I could do this. This is why I know, to continue on what you were talking about being a math nerd, I am not a math nerd. I'm a professional computer programmer, but I have always relied on math to be my shortcut. Or sorry, like calculators to be my shortcut. I do not overthink math that much. It's beyond like doing fractions and percentages. I'm more on like, I like thinking about percentages and chance more. Linear algebra, stuff like that. So, like, when it comes to math, I don't care that much, that bother me. Lets me dream bigger about size stuff, let's say. What am I drawing tonight? First off, welcome, Electric Wizard. Thanks for dropping by. Glad to see you again. How you doing, buddy? Second, I'm drawing tits. Excuse me. Visual compare... Lily, you pretty much caught on to, like, the key thing that a lot of size artists really struggle with. And that is, if you're just drawing something and saying, oh, they're so big now, but you're not comparing them with anything, you just drew a normal-sized person saying that they're big. Yeah, it's super important. Comparisons are real important. For example, I can compare this hand I just drew to a piece of shit because it is bad. I'll revisit that in a moment. I'm gonna go... Fuck, man. My hands are like way too sweaty now. I've been going for like 3 hours. So, it's getting harder for me to, draw. This is usually the point when I, like, put the tablet down and go eat or something. Which, coincidentally, is what I will be doing here shortly. Shortly, though. I want to finish this doodle first. I don't have time to like, cook before a raid, really, so I'm probably just gonna have a ham sandwich. Which is also what I had at lunch, but it was a fancier ham sandwich because I got it from Firehouse. Boy, this arm is ass. Let's fix that in the middle. Is it weird that, like, my reference, it's probably, like, do y'all know, like, the way that I really learned how to, like, draw early on was by analyzing fucking gunpla parts? Taking cheeky peeks at the stream between frying taco meat. God damn it, I'm jealous. I could eat some fucking tacos right now. I can't do DoorDash again, though. I would love to DoorDash something, but I've already done it enough times this month that I shouldn't do it again. If I actually made money tonight, maybe I could, but nah, I don't think I should. This arm is really short, isn't it? Hold on, let's address that situation. Turn on the free transform. Behold my technique. Damn, I'm so good at art, y'all. I made my own seasoning. Hell yeah, that's what's up. I had spaghetti tonight. I could also eat some of that. I have the materials to make pasta. I probably should actually do that. Oh, Bad, I'm not begging for fucking DoorDash money. I got this is more like I have a salary. I can afford it. I just really shouldn't keep ordering it because it's like $20 a meal. Being a stay-at-home programmer, that shit be adding up sometimes, you know? What should I do? Okay, I should... No... I should do something up on this, but... I'm doing that habit again where I keep tapping my stylus to my chin. Y'all can't see me doing it. Even during the pandemic, I thought DoorDash and Uber Eats were mean services, but I still... Yeah, and that's fine. You're not... At the end of the day, at this point, like, businesses have just replaced the concept of delivery with DoorDash and Uber Eats. And they definitely charge way more than they should, considering how much they actually pay the people that do it. But, I don't know. If people are still doing it and they're making enough income that it makes them want to keep doing it, then I guess it's fine. I don't know. I don't feel great about it when I do it. It's just, you know, it's just a thing. Tip well, at least you feel okay afterwards. I'm not someone who's like ordering like fucking $30 of food and then tipping like $2 on the fucking thing. Like, that would be demonic behavior. They at least gotta make money over gas, right? I left out a detail. Sucks. Whatever. Tip well every time. Oh, that's good. You pick up every food you want. Yeah, that I have the same thing. Like, I live in the city. I pay a lot of my mortgage is pretty high because I live in the fucking city, but it's only like 5 minutes to drive anywhere. But then sometimes, it's just like, ah, fuck, I have to turn the car on, and fine. Or I'm really, really fucking stoned and it's 10 o'clock. I will not drive. That is where DoorDash comes in helpful. Anyway. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go for the nice and easy final hand pose. That is to say, generally just getting rid of the hand entirely. When in doubt, Liefeld it out. Ain't no shame in that game, baby. If the piece looks good, it's not like anyone's gonna look at your piece and go like, oh man, if you'd have put the hand over here, it would have been so much cooler. And like, no, it's usually just... No, it's very rare people think that when they're looking at titty art. Especially like with basically the fact that most size art is pinup model stuff. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah, of course I know who I'm fucking talking about. You got someone to change the hand position? I mean, it's okay, that's fair. It's a commission at that point, but if you're just scrolling the fucking timeline, I get more creative with hands sometimes if I think it makes, like, the picture more interesting, but for something like this, let's be real. Ain't no one looking at this or this if we're gonna keep it $1.50. Alright. If anything, they should be looking at this because this leg's too fucking short. Oh my god. What am I doing? Oh no! Ah! Hold on, you bastard! No, I grabbed some of the titty. Oh fucking There we go. Okay. There's my eraser tool. Okay, good enough. It's fine. Can't shining wizard the building. Not all the buildings, at least. Alright. So, in theory, now what we can do... I'm going to duplicate this just in case. Because I'm a coward, but... In theory, all I have to do is this. Go, ah! But what parts are overlapping? Ye old buildy build. Ah, of course. Oh no! That. What fun it is to be on the internet. Burning it. I hit a building with the Rainmaker. Alright. We'll just get rid of all this junk I don't need no more. Oh, my hand's getting shaky. Not bad though, for fucking 50%, I guess. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. Leave that in. Turn it down a little bit so it's more interesting. Duplicate. I need to clean up some of this. Oh, this is a little too dark. Good. Shit. You can see all my scratchy ass scribbles. I might have left a little few too many scratchy bits in here. They always show up whenever you start like highlighting things. Alright. On that note though, that's pretty good. We'll take this layer, do some. You took, this is another Lupin game, I see. I haven't heard of this one. The Inheritance of Columbus is Dyed by Blood. The song that just ended, Bowser Jr. Boulevard Mario Sports Mix. Interesting. I hope you caught that. I guess I could type it in chat for you. One sec. Bowser Jr. Boulevard. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Technically, I should probably have the undershirt showing up here or something. We'll just cheat that out. Yeah, that one really did start going crazy. That was pretty sick. Sometimes the Nintendo guys, man, they fucking swing for the goddamn fences, and I love them for it.
Oh, big!
Damn. Big. Thank you. Do some blending on these strokes to make it look a little more natural. Alright, there we go. Triple. Milk 'em. Okay. Alright, now we'll do an actual drop shadow layer, I guess. Ah! Way too big! Oh, that bass is doing some work. Yes, sir. Alright. Like the trombone earring? Thank you. I love that little earring. That was actually a touch that the modeler, my 3D modeler that I commissioned to make this, they added that. And yeah, big fan. I've stuck to that part of the design ever since. I suppose if I ever make merch or something, I might get in trouble, but for now it's fine. All right, let's listen to a lot of songs that people sing about reminiscing about fucking. Let me think of a better way to phrase that. A lot of the music I listen to is about thinking about previous sexual escapades. So, one thing I like to do sometimes for funsies is just this. I like this color. Gave that lady some really big nachos. Wait, what? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh yeah, I like to do the nighttime view. It's just pleasant. Of course, now I have a problem in that I need to erase it entirely from most of the image. No, that's fine. Not hard to do. We'll cheat it a little with this. A Genesis song, let's go. Do I really want to do this? Maybe I can tune this. Yeah, maybe I can do it this way. This is Dynamite Heady. You were right. Damn. Well done. Lord. Actually, this makes me kind of want to put some of that back. We can do like that. Okay. Then on top of that, we can do. Here's my. Where did I put it? Sparkle. That's not the one I like. Where is it? No. What happened to my dot effect? Whatever, good enough. I'll just trim these down a little. Then Oh no. That looks pretty good. Enhanced. Yeah, it's a little cheaty, but honestly, that's fine. Like, if I'm being real, I should probably, like, extend this. Just take this here and fucking go. Oh, wait, wrong one. This one. Oh, no, wait, wrong one. This one. Okay. Yeah, actually, that looks better. This should be darker. Hold up. Maybe... That's too fucking dark. Hold on. Yeah. Nah, that's fine. It looks good. It looks good this way, I think. Shit. Oh, right, the buildings are above everything. Turn on the alpha lock on that. What the? Wow, dumb as hell. Why don't you just start an empty layer and then turn alpha lock and wonder why your strokes don't work? Idiot. Nah, it doesn't need that. The hell with it. This looks pretty good, I think. If you wanted to get real fancy with it, which is something I do like doing from time to time, just start, like, throwing power lines and shit around. You really want to make it look like people live there. Little cheaty bits like this are pretty helpful. In fact, you could do even more foreground objects, like say here. Oh shit. Here, no, not quite. Rotate a little. And then do some like, these are like one of my favorite little tricks. This is not Rolling Thunder 2. This is Minnesota Fats, Pool Legend. That name whips ass. Yeah, you can't do shit like that, like, start throwing signs and like, make this space lived in, but, it's a little too much work right now, I think. Especially because I really need to eat, because I have to raid in a half hour. Yeah, I think we'll call it on that. That's good enough. Let me try and change the coloration on this a bit. That's fine. No more! I really need to eat. No more streaming. I gotta put food in my belly before I raid for 3 hours, and then have to go to bed at midnight. Okay, gamers. Oh, Electric Wizard, I wanted to show you this cool thing I did. Check this shit out. I was like programming on it for hours last night. Check this out. Yeah.
I used to be a cow.
I used to be a cow. But yeah, I made a little, actually I should turn on curses so y'all can see the proper effect. Hold on, let me do that. I'm so fucking proud of this. I keep showing it to everyone because I did a lot of work. Where's curses at? Hold on. I just have to turn this shit back on. What the fuck? Why's the window the size of nothing? Who did this? Whatever. Start. Okay. Hold on. Colonel, I got my dick stuck in a crag. No! I got censored by my own speech to text. Son of a bitch, how do I turn that off? But yeah, I got the same font. It's the same font. All of this filtering, this is all coded. This is CSS coded. There's an L on my head. Low, don't hit my head. Anyway. I love that. That will be useful for the Metal Gear Marathon at the end of the month, which I'm trying to pick a start date, but I have put the, I have taken the days off for it. So we're going to do at least 4 days of streaming, 4 or 5 days of streaming, and I'm going to play as many Metal Gear games as I can, and potentially Snatcher. Hopefully, it'll go well. I'm going to be streaming more often to get ready for that. What does that mean? Excellent question. Well, unfortunately, I start raiding as of today. But the new schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday and Friday will probably be game streams, I think. We'll keep it the same. And Wednesday will be art. It looks like I can do it. Maybe we'll substitute another game stream for art stuff. I don't know. Y'all see pretty clearly how rusty I am, and then occasionally, like, an idea hits and I finally can do something again. Like that last piece there. I didn't actually spend that long on this piece, all considering. Yeah, that's just how the old brain works, I guess. But yeah. I really gotta eat. I gotta raid 40 minutes, so thanks for being here, thanks for hanging out. Is anyone streaming right now? Who live? I should probably open Twitch. Is it gonna recommend that I watch Asmongold again? I really hope it doesn't. That would make me quite upset. I do not want to watch Asmongold. Oh, Cake's streaming. Perfect. Good pick. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Go watch another big titty streamer. There's nothing gold about Ask Me. True. Alright, gamers. Have a lovely next couple days. I'll see y'all Friday if you choose to drop by. If you don't, that's fine too. Have a good week. Bye-bye.